And yes, we are live. The four parenting habits to drop when you are ready to start again. My name is Wendy Ologe, and I'm called Africa's #1 parent coach. I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. I came here popping excited because yesterday we had thousands of parents onboarded onto the Inner Circle program. If you are a new yarder, you just got onboarded into the yard. Make some noise. Let me see you. Put the fire in the fire emoji, right, in the comment section. Because being in the yard is indeed a thing. I see you, the capturer. I see you, my Lord. It's been such a pleasure seeing you guys. And hey, if you are not in the yard, like Makawai, as in you missed a lot. So this morning, one of the consultants that is in ABUTH actually called me. I was talking about something that happened to him yesterday night. And I kind of suspect that it is his friend that called me today and said, you see this inner circle. If I don't join, anything you are doing, ma, I must be inside. Yeah, the inner circle is a different conversation altogether. And if you're a first time yada, you were just coming in for the first time, I'm sure that you saw the difference. What we do in there, we can't replicate out here. So what you see here is just, here and there. And I say all the time that yarders actually get to understand Tuesday life a lot better. So if you become a yarder, Tuesday life will become more, become something that you intentionally walk through. So this is another Tuesday live, the first Tuesday live in the month of December. It's beginning to look like Christmas. And yes, all of us are going to get into that space where it is now about Christmas and all of that and all of that. But we're going to be talking about the four parenting habits to drop when you're ready to start again. Talking about Christmas. Remember that Christmas is not an emergency. We're going to have a lot of conversations around Christmas in this time. Don't wake up and start running kitty kitty. There's no need. Today is 1st December. They've always been Christmas for 21st of December every year. There is no emergency around it. Don't make it one. The moment you make Christmas an emergency, then of course it becomes something that you struggle with all through your life. Wow. My Lord, Justice Omolara Adeyemi says, in the past 2 years, I haven't missed Tuesday life. What a thing. And it means that in the past 2 years, I've always been here every Tuesday. Come on now. Give me my flowers. All right. And flowers to you all the way, man. Because we've been here almost 7 years, Tuesday live every 2 p.m. And believe you me, there are days we don't want to come live. Honestly. My team is bombarded. As in, when I mean bombarded, because we still have people who were making payments yesterday and sending receipts. I don't know why you guys like fire brigade approach. So right now, was still battling with others who could not enter their court. Why? Why are you inside that whole chaos? You don't need to be inside that kind of chaos, right? That chaos is unnecessary. Right now, people are already seated in cohort 1A 2027. FYI. So that you're not rushing kitty. You want to make your payment and make monthly payment. Start now. The arc is closed. It's shut down. Please come back from next year. You can start now to start making your payment. We got a lot of conversations around, please allow me to pay later. Oh, you know that, no, this thing, can I pay every month? All your payment must be complete before the 1st of December 2026. That's when the next cohort is starting. We have onboarded people. We are done with onboarding. And trust me, that's it. The arc is shut down. Don't send your family and your friends to me. Because that's the latest. I've been receiving even what we're telling you. Go and get your family and friends. Go and make sure that they are here. We're sounding like a broken record. But just one class induction. Everybody is running everywhere and asking us, hey, coach, please, can you just help me? I just want my brother to be here. Oh, I want my sister to be here. Please, it is not like that. It's not going to work like that. Because register for 2027, you can start now already. So people are already seated there. And I mean seated in 2027. There is no rush. There is no, fire brigade approach. You don't need it. Can you see how fresh I look? Onboarding thousands of parents. It's only structure that can bring you there. It's only structure that can bring you there. We've onboarded thousands of parents. I'm still popping, and I'll still pop in front of your screen anytime, any day. You're not going to see me fluttered, overwhelmed. Nah, not here. Because everything is curated, structures, all right? Structured. So you need to structure your life. You know you're going to be in the inner circle for 2027. There's no need to run kitty kitty to pay on the 31st of November. Some of you were paying in the midnight, dragging us. Induction was going on, and my team was being dragged. Really, really? How do you guys do things like that? So, it's come on. Anyways, let's go to the conversation of the day. I see you. I see you. I see you, the capturer, apostle, Israel. What habits parents need to drop when you are ready to start again? Now, there comes a time in your parenting journey when you say enough is enough. I want a reset. I want to start again intentionally. If you miss starting with us for this cohort, start again. There's Tuesday Live. There are courses that are going to come up. There are books. Buy them. Start following. And then get yourself into the inner circle so that by the time we start next year, you are in there. One of the reasons I wrote the book, The Parenting Reset, was because of this. So in the recent time, it was, I just realized that when it comes to people who are listening to me after a while, maybe their children are now 10, they're now 20, I find that there's this level of regret that actually happens most of the time. So I decided that I was going to bring a level of comfort. Even though you're going to listen to me and hear a level of buzzword. And of course, it is my duty to also provide comfort. Now we started to curate a system where we're able to actually get parents to understand that, yes, even though you are late, it is possible for you to start again. All right. So that starting again is something that we're talking about today. So a point comes when you actually just want to reset. But the thing is, reset only works when you drop the habit that sabotage your progress. Let me say that again. Parenting reset only works when you drop the habits that sabotage your progress. The truth of the matter is that if you don't leave Egypt alone, it will keep sabotaging, like I said in the induction yesterday. It will come into the space. I was giving an example of Moses, the man Moses at the induction. And I was saying that Moses, God didn't need Moses, to actually just, come to the place and then turn around, change. No, God needed a new version of Moses to actually be able to give him what it is that he needed to take the children of Israel out of Egypt. There is a new version of you that is needed. There's a new version of you. And that new version of you is what reset is about. So reset is not about just saying it or just wishing it. That's why this book is the first book we're reading in January. In the inner circle. It's one of my 6-in-1 books, all right, that actually was launched last month. You should have a copy. A copy is available on Amazon and also available with all our distributors. But here is the thing. Parenting reset. There are habits. I'm going to be sharing with you 4 habits, powerful habits you must relieve to truly start again. What is that habit? Number 1, the habit of parenting from wishes instead of systems. Let me say it again. The habit of parenting from wishes instead of systems. Quite a number of us are like that. We are in that place where we constantly tell ourselves, oh, I just want to do it. But in wanting to do it, have you also asked yourself, Do I have the systems to be able to help me do this? That's a very important part of your journey. So you must drop the habit of parenting from wishes instead of systems. You know, wishes are good. I often say that God forbid is not a parenting plan. So sometimes I tell parents, and I say to them, oh, this is going to happen. So and so is going to happen. You hear parents say, I want my children to be disciplined. I want my children to have self-control. I want to have peace in the home. I want my children to listen without shouting. I love it. I love it for you. But intentions are not enough when it comes to intentional parenting. Did you hear that? Intentions are not enough when it comes to intentional parenting. Desire without structure will lead to frustration. A home without system is like a country without a law. It's chaotic, it is stressful, it's unpredictable, it's emotionally driven, it's exhausting. And many parents are not failing because they don't love their children. They are failing because they have no system to guide their love. So your intention in intentional parenting is not enough. No matter how much intentions you have, it's not going to work your intentional parenting except you have systems that can work it. What does wishful parenting look like? Wishful parenting is like, oh, you hope that your child will behave better, but there's no disciplinary structure. You wish that, oh, my house is going to be peaceful. When I wake up in the morning, I just wish that we don't shout, we don't yell when I'm preparing the children for school. But there's no communication system in your house. Oh, you are praying, God help me, let my children cooperate, let them listen to me. But there's no routine, there's no expectation system. You are wanting emotional intelligence for your child, but you as the parent, your emotional regulation is zero. So what happens? You end up shouting. You end up repeating yourself. You end up reacting. You end up feeling overwhelmed. I often tell anybody who cares to hear, the feeling of overwhelm is actually a lack of structure. I don't feel overwhelmed. And I tell you for free, I do a lot. This morning alone, you don't want to know what I've done already. I am not overwhelmed. And you can't ruffle me. No. As in, there's a stability that I have. I won't even break down stick to even talk of it. As in, you put pressure, you bring pressure. Nah. So intentions are not enough. What systems do you have? I already know that I'm dealing with a lot as an individual. So I need to create a system that helps me to deal with my lot. I'm a parent, I'm a mom, a super one at that, right? I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. We run the Masterpiece Mentorship Program. I run, systems. I sit on boards of companies. I help businesses to actually put their things together. I run the Mastermind Circle. I sit on the board on Smart Office Spaces, and I'm also a co-owner. My life is about many parts. I'm also a wife. Also a wife who have laws and all of that. All jobs. I also have parents who are alive. But you know the truth. I recognize that if I do not put a structure to it, I'm going to be coming every day and telling you I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. And imagine me coming right now and give it. Do you know yesterday night? I don't think any of my team members slept before 1 a.m. Most of us, right? But we're here. It's because there is a system that is governing it. And it's that system that helps you. It's that system that helps you to be stable. So stress, all those things come from the place of no system and structure. That's the truth. That's the truth. So if you're being ruffled, you're being overwhelmed, you don't know where to start from, everything is looking like everything, you are overwhelmed, you are a structureless person. That's the truth. You do not have a structure. And the moment you bring structure to your life, you will stop having that feeling. Today, I'm still going to be in the gym. No matter how much chaos you bring my way, because I have a structure that blocks the chaos off. I think completely. Right? Oh, but I still have a wedding tomorrow, and I'm still going to be at the wedding anyways. And I'm still going to be very, very ever present in the inner circle as the VC, and I'm still going to be ever present. And my children are going to be back home in a few days, and the home is still going to be the home that they love to be in. It's our job. It's our job. The moment you put all that together, it helps you. And hey, Tekena, I can see Tekena, you're now a yada. That's something that is so nice to actually behold. I saw Tekena watch every Tuesday live last year, watch my intentional parenting journey, and boom, you're here now. It's such a sweet thing to see. Now, systems matter. When you're ready to start again, you must understand this truth. Systems is what create predictability. Predictability is what creates safety. Safety is what creates connection. Connection is what creates influence. And influence is what creates transformation. That's why in the inner cycle, the first thing that we teach parents is how to build communication skills, discipline systems, emotional systems, morning and evening routines, household management system, screen and media system. You're learning an accountability system, because children don't rise to your wishes, they rise to your structures. Children do not rise to your wishes. Oh, wow. So sorry about that. I just saw that I was out of the stream. Who remembers why I stopped? Because I was just talking and going. And somehow, I didn't even know. So I said, children do not rise to their wishes, but they rise to your structures. All right? Rise to your structures. And that is something that is very important. So let's move. Please, can you confirm that you can see me, you can hear me? Let me be sure that I can be seen and I can be heard. Right? Let me confirm. Please confirm. Somebody said, I will miss the act. They say, you have missed a lot already. Very much a lot. A lot has happened in one night. In one night, a lot has happened. All right? Please, can you confirm that you can see me? So that I'm okay, right, Tim? Okay, great. All right, loud and clear. I see that. Okay. Now, number two, you must drop the habit of reacting instead of responding. Now, many of us are not, nobody is a bad parent. None of you is a bad parent. I am not a bad parent. You are not a bad parent, but you are a reactive parent. And reactive parenting is not a personality flaw. It's a skill gap and a system gap. Let me say that again. Many of us are not bad parents. We're simply reactive. And reactive parenting is not a personality flaw, it's a skill gap and a system gap. All right? That is very important for you to note. Who got this quote? Who got this quote? Did you get it? Let me see your comment in the comment section. So the fact that you're reacting doesn't mean that you are bad. You are not bad, but you have a skills problem. There's a gap in your skills. So let me say that again so that you can capture it properly. Many parents are not bad parents. You are simply reactive parents. And reactive parenting is not a personality flaw. It's not a question of that's how I am. It's a skill gap and a system gap. Because when a parent has no emotional system, has no communication framework, and no regulation tool, you are going to default to shouting, to snapping, to threatening, to beating, to over-explaining, to nagging, to silent treatment, and even emotional outbursts. This is called reactional parenting. Parenting from the place of overwhelm, not a place of leadership. You know, there are two different things. You can parent from a place of overwhelm. You can parent from the place of leadership. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Now, reactive parenting look like you speak before you think. You even punish before you can understand what's happening. You correct before you connect. You shout because you feel helpless. You repeat yourself because you feel unheard. You punish because you can't think of another strategy. It's a circle where the child's behavior dictates your behavior. So most times you say, no, it's the child that is causing it. Yes, reactive parenting. It means that you're not leading. You are following the child's emotion. That's the number one reason many parents lose influence. Parents who are emotionally tired. You don't have parenting systems. Your home lacks predictable structure. You are the parent with unresolved triggers. You have never learned emotional intelligence anywhere. They say enter and do course, you stay ban. They are going to chop my money. They say read the book, you say, who parented our own parents? All right. I wrote a book sometime called Raising the Emotionally Skilled Child. I don't think many of us actually have read that book. And you know, one thing that I've learned over the years is that the more emotionally stable you are, the more you are actually able to do things better. A lot of my stability comes from emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence gives you a stability that nothing else can give you. And that's something that is very clear when it comes to parenting. I'm currently reading the book. That's the book. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it on any of our distributors, all right? And to get our books, you see the details on our stream. And those who are asking about Inner Circle, there is a sticker rolling under the page. You can now book for 2027 Inner Circle program. By the way, we now have people who have already booked and settled in. Please don't run kitty kitty. There's no need for that. All right. So raising the emotionally skilled child becomes so key. And the more emotionally stable you are, the more you can build a lot. Your overwhelm is coming from a lot of emotional instability. That's the truth. So you need to drop, when you are ready to start again, you need to drop the habit of reacting. So you are when your home lacks structure, you feel like you're raw, you feel rushed and overwhelmed, you're parenting with a lot of fear. Some of you are afraid, you're emotionally unintelligent. That's what fear actually is triggered on that platform. So you must drop that habit. You must learn to respond. How do you learn to respond? You need to actually be able to train yourself without you need to read. Responsiveness is leadership. Reactiveness is survival. Our parents survived. They didn't lead us. Most of us grew up with lack of leadership. That's the truth. Our parents were just surviving. They were dictators. Your goal as a parent is not to survive your children, it's to lead them. So every time you react, you're breaking trust, you're losing cooperation, you are increasing fear, you're increasing resistance, you're damaging communication. Children don't listen to people they fear. They listen to people they trust. When you respond instead of reacting, your child is safe. Child is seen. A child who feels seen, safe, heard, guided because a child who can learn. That's why emotional intelligence is one of the most important things you must do in your life. So people I work with closely, I say to them, you see that course, emotional intelligence course, take it every year until you are done in life. And I say that to you, that's all the year. Every single year, sit down in emotional intelligence course. Parents don't stop shouting because they try harder. You will stop shouting when you understand your trigger. You stop shouting when you build emotional systems. You stop shouting when you practice regulation techniques. You stop shouting where you build calm. You stop shouting where you create disciplinary structures. That's why I tell you, when people say, oh, I don't shout anymore, it feels natural because they have systems. You cannot build a calm home with a reactive style. So you must be responsive. All right. That's how a parent really starts again, with wisdom and a lot of knowledge. So don't just start and say, oh, they say I should start again. Let me just start on my own. That's not how it works. All right. Thank you so much, Nina. EI is very important. My core course in TIP every year because my life depends on it. My life depends on EI. I understood it and it changed my life. I started to build my emotional stability, and get myself to, even if you call me now, and this is not me trying to actually, be a lot, call me now and say, oh, my father just died. I'm going to feel the heat, right? But I'm not going to be ruffled. That's the truth. That's the truth. Maybe that will be the biggest ruffling that will come to me, right? Or my mom. I am going to feel the heat, but I'm not going to be ruffled. No, I won't. I won't be ruffled. So you must be able to become, it doesn't matter what comes my way, and I have a lot of problems that come my way. And by the way, I actually like problems because they get you to help you to think. The more problems I have, the more I'm able to think. So I don't run away from problems. I embrace them. So if my child is having a challenge, I don't expect a perfect child. That's a beautiful thing about intentional parenting and emotional stability. All right. The moment that I see that there's a challenge, I sit back and I say, so this challenge has a route. Most of the courses we've created, most of the books, is from people's challenges or my challenges or the problems we have. Then it has helped us to actually be able to build a lot of these things. So that's an important aspect of your life. Go and mark your calendar, February, and mark it. Don't miss the emotional intelligence course. It will save you your life. It will help you to build a more stable business. That's the truth. Because as a business owner in Nigeria, aka Nigerian entrepreneur, when you are working in Nigeria as a business owner, anything can happen. So if you don't build your stability, believe you me, you can actually pass out on some of the things that happen to you on a daily basis. And I'm telling you, speaking from a place of experience, all right, not hearsay. You must actually be able to chest a lot. So that's the thing. So it is that problem. So you need to come to a place where your emotional stability, so your child, you're no longer controlled by whether your child passed the exam or not. That's not controlled. You're not longer in the place where you're thinking, my children have not been behaving well since me, I started this, and that. You're now in the place where you're thinking, okay, so this is a challenge. What do I do? That's what emotional stability does for you. And you see this Christmas, it will give you peace. If you give you peace, you see all this running kitty trying to fight with tailor, I don't make clothes during Christmas. It's not all those things. I don't bother. Because why? I can wear what I can celebrate it the way that I love to celebrate it. All right. And in the yard, we celebrate Christmas separately. No pressure. Sometimes Christmas, you're cooking food from morning till night, 25th. The 25th, you know, enjoy. The time, you know, enjoy. Everything. Christmas is not an emergency. Stop making it one. Stop making it one. All right? The truth of the matter is that EI will decide whether you will go forward in intentional parenting or not. That's what decides. In fact, scratch that. EI will decide whether you go forward in life or not. That's the truth. That's what we determine. Let's go quickly. Number 3, before we go to number 4. Drop the habit of parenting without learning. Drop it. One of the most limiting habits a parent can hold on to is the belief that parenting will just figure it. Your mind. Parenting does not figure itself out. Parenting is learned. Skills are acquired. Tools must be implemented. Mindset must be upgraded. No one becomes a great parent by accident. You grow into it by learning, unlearning, and relearning. Parenting does not figure itself out. Don't let anybody kid you. Don't let anybody deceive you. Parenting is learned, skills are acquired, tools are implemented, mindsets must be upgraded. No one becomes a great parent by accident. You grow into learning, into unlearning, and relearning. What does parenting without learning look like? When a parent begins to repeat your own, what your parents did, even when it didn't work, even when it worked. The fact that your parent did something and then you are doing it and you're trying to do it, and I'm trying to do it because you think it worked, it really worked. You know, like when people tell me that, oh, they beat us, it worked, and I became a better person. Did it really work? I need you to just relax and think about it. It didn't work. No, it didn't. You know why I say it didn't work? Now, when you think about parenting, from the place of really becoming disciplined, right? That's why you were beaten. So they beat you so that you can become disciplined. But are you really disciplined? Or are you just afraid? Because if you are disciplined, that business that you are doing, you would have succeeded in it by now. That's the truth. The growth of any business is about discipline. If you're disciplined, that book you started to read, you would have finished it by now. But you're still on it. You didn't finish any book last year. If you're truly disciplined, truly disciplined, then you will not be overwhelmed. That's the truth. So by the time you're thinking to yourself, they beat us. It worked and we beat them and we killed them. Did it really work? We're still a people who beat traffic. We're still a people who cannot stand online. We're still a people who struggle with a lot. We're still a people who want to dupe the next person at the next opportunity. Even a full attendant is trying to dupe you. Everybody around you in Nigeria is trying to dupe you at every point in time. There's this skewed mentality that we have of sharpness that I don't get. It's not innate. You need to learn the skill. And you find out that many of us are actually in that place. Actually in that place. Parenting is not assumed. Thank you for sharing that, Apostle. The pastor keeps asking me, Pastor, are you learning how to parent your child? If you go and ask questions, we'll leave it at that. You leave it at that. You know, the truth is, parenting by instinct instead of knowledge will always backfire. When you depend solely on shouting because that's all you know, you're punishing your children because that's the only strategy you ever taught. You think that love is enough. You depend on social media quotes. You know, why this one hit me? No transformation. You wait for problems instead of preparing for them. You want to parent in chaos instead of you to prepare before it will happen. You are actually doing parenting based on your memory, based on fear, based on guesswork, based on trial and error, based on cultural pressure. You are in an airport. Your child is crying and throwing the steps on the floor. People are telling you, why are you not beating it? My child, I would have slapped you. As cultural pressure. So a few days ago, I saw a video, right, where a child was throwing a tantrum for a phone. And the boy was crying, shouting. And the child was throwing herself on the floor. The mother brought out the people like, give her phone now. Sit your own. Is that, oh, give her phone. Cultural pressure. Because where she is, she doesn't even know that giving the child a phone is one of the greatest disservice. Greatest disservice that you're doing to the child. So, of course, they give her phone. They say, put data. Let the child stop crying. Hey, put data. And the woman was running kitty, kata, kata to put data. So I can give her 2-year-old a smartphone to stay quiet. Wow, in her mind. Culture has taught her. That's the truth. Culture has taught her. Culture has taught her what it is that she needed to do. But that's not how it works. Unfortunately, she has destroyed her child more than she knows. She doesn't know that the brain of her child has been rewired. So that child is not even thinking. Is not even, that child is not going to learn. The brain is wired in such a way that, even triggered for a lot of dopamine. So the child's brain is wired for addiction. So that child is gradually going into addiction. Just imagine that. What a real wow. And now the parent was happy when she put the data and gave the child sat down with her phone and stopped crying. For her, parenting gone right. Bravo. Wow, the people around her have told her. Somebody even said, when my children were younger, it is phone I used to calm them down. Don't give them this phone. This phone gives you peace. Child. That's all I could say. There's no framework. There's no direction. Just survival. Survival mode can never produce intentional children. Never. Why do parents resist learning? You think that learning is common, parenting is common sense. It's not common sense. You feel that learning is admission or failure. So a lot of people who actually see people who come to learn, like the person who was, making a jest of apostle, fine, would have just said, that means you have failed already. Why are you learning? You are overwhelmed and feel that, they don't have the time. You don't have the time. I'm overwhelmed. I don't have the time to learn. Some of you are like that. You assume that your upbringing is the standard. It's not the standard. If I get into your upbringing, you'll be shocked at what happened to you. You underestimate the rapidly change in the world. That's why you're not learning. This year, I thought about the change earlier this year. What AI will bring to your parenting. I'm going deeper into that session in the inner circle for 2026. AI has changed the way we parent, whether we like it or not. You don't realize that parenting is a skill set. You think that parenting is a title. All right? Parenting is not a title. Parenting is a skill set. And when you're ready to start again, you need to start with shifting your mindset. So parenting is not common sense. Learning is not admission of failure. If you agree to come and learn parenting, you have not failed. You don't need to fail before you look for what to do. Now, the Intentional Parent Academy is not for parents who are struggling. It's for parents who want to learn and improve themselves. You are overwhelmed and you feel that you don't have time. How dare you say you don't have time for a blessing that has been given to you? You assume that your upbringing is a standard. Everything that you know, that's what it is. You underestimate the rapidly changing world. You don't know how much the world has changed. Parenting is learned. Again, learning is the foundation of transformation. Nothing changes in your home until knowledge changes. To start again as a parent, you must understand. Number one, you can't give what you don't have. Number two, you cannot teach what you don't know. Number three, you cannot lead when you have not grown. Did you get that? You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot teach what you don't know. You cannot lead where you have not grown. It's growth that takes you into leadership. Your child's behavior is shaped by your parenting patterns. And your parenting patterns come from the knowledge that you have. If your knowledge is outdated, the behavior will be chaotic. So if your children have a chaotic kind of behavior, the chaotic kind of behavior, then it means that your parenting pattern is wrong. Parenting pattern is wrong. This is very, very important. All right? So what parenting pattern do you have? Right? Let's quickly run. One of the things that happens in the inner circle is that in the inner circle, we learn emotional intelligence, we learn mindset restructuring, we learn childhood development. There's nothing you don't learn. Conflict resolution, creating predictable home systems, and all of that. All right? And you don't know what you didn't know. It's impossible to learn at this level and remain the same. Knowledge is a seed. Transformation is the harvest. For you to be transformed, you need knowledge. All right? And when you learn, I don't know about you, but when you learn, you become more confident. You're clearer. You become more strategic. Your authority is in that place. You have more wisdom. You have more structure. Children strive under informed parents. A learning parent is a powerful parent. Please help me put that in the comment section. Children thrive under informed parent. A learning parent is the powerful parent. So drop assumption-based parenting. If you want a different result, you must learn differently. Pick up knowledge-based parenting. That's how you can truly start again with power and knowledge. That's what you need. That's what you need. Let's go. Let's go to the last one. Are you following? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Right? Can you hear me? The one cathedral prefect is hailing me. 2026 will be oriented. Shout out to you, Dr. Happiness the second. Yes, my new usher. Sandra is your new usher. I agree with you. She's a good usher for you. She can help you. All right? Very much so. Did you even invite someone to this class today? Did you invite a family, a friend? Did you put this link in that your group? Did you put it on your status? Did you put it there? All right. Did you put it there? Children do not rise to your wishes, they rise to your structures. Did you put it there? All right. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Share this link. Share this link now. Share this link now so that you can find someone who will join you. Bring somebody, according to Isa, bring somebody that you are saving, because saving someone is actually very important on this journey. Very important. All right. Well done, Favor. Because whenever I listen to you, my wonderful coach, I see that I did not have any upbringing at all. May God have mercy. Most of us were reared. We were not parented. Really. No, how you just gather goats together, we are just everybody to the same, thing and all what have you. All right. So let's quickly run. And then lastly, drop the habit of seeing your children as a problem. Your child is not the problem. One of the most damaging habits in parenting is the habit of blaming your child for everything that is not working in your home. My children are stubborn. These children don't listen. These children are disrespectful. These children are always scattered. These children are impossible. But the truth is that your child is not the problem. You are the problem. If your children are stubborn, there's something wrong with you. If your children don't listen, there's something wrong with you. If your children are disrespectful, there's something wrong there. If your children are always scattered, there's something wrong in that system. Your children are impossible, though. People come and say, coach, you don't know my children. When you blame the child, you lose the opportunity to transform the situation. Did you hear me? When you blame the child, you lose the opportunity to transform that situation. And that's what happens most of the time. Many of us actually blame our children. And of course, that situation, we cannot transform it. We can't transform it. This is very important. Very, very important. So your child is not your problem. Your child is not your problem. And this thing shows up in your statement. Statement like, I've talked and talked and talked. This child will not change. I think God gave me a difficult child. It's only this child that is testing me in this house. Hello? It shows us in your behavior. You are reacting. You're not teaching. You're punishing. You're not disciplined. You're labeling. This child is stubborn. This child is the one, the scapegoat. This child is whatever, black sheep. Who are these people that bring up these things? You are comparing instead of equipping. You are controlling instead of connecting. See, blame shifts responsibility away from the parent and traps the child in the role of the bad one. Nothing good grows in the climate of blame. Blame shifts responsibility away from you, and it will trap the child in the role of the bad one. Nothing good grows in a climate of blame. Nothing. No matter how much that you look at it, the more you blame, the more your child struggles. That's the truth. And one of the things that we teach in the yard is how you can stop the blame game first. So the first thing I tell you when you get into the yard is that parenting is about you. You have not come for your children. You have come for yourself. If you can recognize this truth, it changes everything about your life. If you can recognize this truth, it changes everything about your life. You're not here for your children. You say, hey, I want to just, once I hear what I will do to my children, I just go now. The problem is you. The problem is you. The problem is you. The problem is not your child. All right? So blaming is very dangerous. When you constantly see your child as the issue, you will stop learning. You will stop adjusting. The relationship goes far. Cooperation will reduce. Your child will internalize that negativity. The child will build a wall of resistance. Your home becomes a battlefield instead of a learning ground. The child begins to believe something is wrong with me. I can't get it right. I'm always the problem. That belief becomes their behavior. That behavior becomes your identity. That identity becomes your destiny. That's how generational wound drive. Yesterday, I said something to the incoming yarders. You are your child's destiny. And I'm sure that if you hear that, you can't get it. You can't get it except you are in the yard. If you are in the yard, somebody shout hallelujah. That's the one I learned from my team yesterday. That's one of the latest one that I learned. But just be grateful for actually being in a system of growth. In a system of growth, it changes everything about you. It changes everything about you. Everything. Your life moves from 0.0 to 0.1 million times. Honestly, most times parents actually are in that place where they are constantly, oh, my child is in my child that, in my child that. You are the problem. You are the problem. Again, let me say this to you. The belief that your child has becomes their behavior. That behavior becomes your identity. That identity becomes your destiny. That's how you build it. That's how you become a destiny molder. You are a destiny molder. There's no destiny anywhere. Oh, my child's destiny. Will I block my child's destiny? My child's destiny is supposed to be here. Your child's destiny is with you. Is with you. That's why God has given you. When you fix the system, your child will improve. Your child is not the issue. Your system needs adjustment. You need adjustment. When you stop blaming your children, this child, you say, what system is missing? So say, no, this child is the problem. Ask yourself, what do I need to learn so that this child can actually begin to do things better? This child is stubborn. Why not say, what skills does my child not have? This child is only disrespecting me. What is the communication gap? That's where transformation begins. You need to study who you're parenting. There's a course we have in the inner circle. Who am I parenting? It's an exclusive course to yarders. It's not open to you if you're not in the yard. And if you're thinking, is that how we are going to prepare us for the next 1 year? Please, you're welcome to my ward. From 2nd December to 31st of November next year, you shall be prepared on what the inner circle is about, and you will be all right. Because there's nothing we say without talking about the inner circle. A child raised under understanding will grow differently. Study your child. Understanding their development system, adjust your system, create predictability, teach proactively. That's your job. That's your job. I have a set of twins that are almost 16. We teach today. We're still telling someone who came to our house, our office, my husband and I, and we're like, we teach intentionally words. Parents, you quickly discover in the yard that you can build better system, you can implement better. Difficult child suddenly becomes a different child. It's not because the child changed, it's because you changed the system. That's why in the yard, you see parents say, the same child I used to call stubborn is now my easiest child. You didn't know what it was required. Behavior responds to structure, not pressure. Stop pressuring. Behavior responds to structure, not pressure. It doesn't matter how much you pressure, that behavior is not going to respond to that. You cannot start again if you see your child as the enemy. Drop the blame. Pick up the responsibility. Shift from fixing the child to building the system. Did you get that? Let me say that again. You cannot start again if you see your child as the enemy. Your child is not the enemy. You need to drop the blame. You need to pick up responsibility. You need to shift from fixing the child to building systems. That is how you become the parent who transforms destinies. Your child's destiny is not outside of you. It is you. You are the curator of the destiny of your child. I want to stand up and begin to build that destiny again. You are the owner. You are the one shaping the destiny of your child. God has trusted you to go create that destiny with him. That's what this is about. That's what it's about. And if you are listening to me, you've not gotten our books, please start. Start by starting again. Start by starting again. This is your first starting again. Parenting research. How to start over when you've gotten it all wrong? It's a research. All right. Then get on to the raising series. Raising emotionally skilled child. Raising the lifelong learner. Raising the girl with sense. Raising the boy you don't need to bail out. Raising the independent thinking child. Raising the social genius. Raising the trophy child. I dreamed of when we have 10 of the raising series. We currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on now. Done a thing, man. 7 of the raising series. We have 3 more to go in the raising series. It's going to be more, but I look forward to having 10 of them And of course, you just have the racing series are they're my best series actually. All right, all the racing series, everything about the racing series. There's so much for you to actually get in. Of course, I also love the parenting series. What we call the parenting series, there are 3 books in the parenting series currently: the Parenting Advantage, the parenting lessons from the Bible, the parenting reset. The 3 of these books are the parenting series. Inside the parenting series, I don't even know. I'm thinking which is my best. I'm not sure. All right. I just there's something about all of them which will be your best. Let's see that happen. All right. Let's see that in the comment section. In the That's if you have a copy. All these copies are available on our page on Amazon, and also available on our Stella page, and also available with distributors all over the world. We have distributors in Zambia, in Ghana, in Cameroon. We have distributors in the US, England, Scotland, Ireland. We have distributors in Australia, in Netherlands. We have distributors everywhere: Australia, Netherlands, Canada, United States, United Kingdom. And of course, we have the Sex Educate series. The Sex Educate series is also a series. It comes in volume. Sex Educate volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And inside the Sex Educate series is also the Working Child Poverty. They are all in the Sex Educate series as well. Then we have the Discipline series. Discipline series comes with the first and the most amazing book, Connect to Correct. All right? Connect to Correct. Discipline is not an emergency. Discipline that works. Discipline that works. These 3 books are books that will help you build your disciplinary strategies as a parent. And yes, we have the Camp Parenting, series. We have 2 on it: From Yelling to Calm and the Camp Parent Framework. These 2 books will help you in building calm and calming all the way down, like we say in the yard. And then we have the planners. The planners are 2 most important planners that we have in the yard. All right. It's called the Parenting Launch Plan and your Family Plan for Godly Dating, Courtship, and Marriage. These 2 books are amazing, and it's something that you will need. Make sure that this book is something that you have in your corner. All right. These books are available on Amazon. This particular book, yeah, that's made me print it last year. This year, it was one of the books that we actually, brought out this year. And then you have what I call the others. Others, right? How to love your child more, solving your family problem through effective communication, and resolving sibling rivalry. Of course, we also have my legacy book called Wendy Ologe, the Kingmaker. And this book, my message, my method, and my miracles. If you're an impact maker, you're somebody on a journey to actually understand life, to actually see life being built, then you need a copy of this book. It doesn't come in e-copy. This book only comes in hard copy. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it with their distributors. It is a book that you need. All right. Yes. So this time, and those of us who are asking about books that we are reading in the year, part of what we are reading is also these 2 books. The Financially Literate Child. I encourage you to get this book on Amazon, whether you are in the inner circle or not. And then what your spouse is not telling you. Amazing book by the Gulf, Kunle Ologe. And we're going to be reviewing all of these books in the yard this year. One thing I love about the yard is that you're not just reading. You are going to be reading. Yes, we read. It's compulsory to read. Yes, we read. We're very excited about reading. And we don't ever, that one is very important. You must read. Thank you again for joining me today. It is very, 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 very interesting. Remember that you need to get books to restart. Remember that you need to join the inner circle, but of course, you can only join 2027. And of course, you can get our amazing Christmas bundle, intentional Christmas bundle, right? Because we have a new set of bundles and stuff. There are 14 in 1, am I correct? 14 in 1 stuff inside that bundle. Something to make your Christmas amazing. Start by getting it so that you can start planning your Christmas already. All right. If you want to book a slot for inner circle, you book your single slot with 20,000 naira and your couple slot with 40,000 naira. You book that slot and then you can spread your payment between now and December next year. You can start to pay every month. It's okay by us. We're very accountable people. Your money no good lost with us. We're not here temporary. right? We're here for a very long time. I'm an impact maker, I'm not an influencer. So as an impact maker, you sit on a thing till you see it till forever. That's who we are. So do not be afraid of cooking and no. You even pay complete payment, you get onboarded immediately. Nobody, we're accountable people, and yes, and we love it. If you are excited, being a new yada, and it is making sense to you, let me see you in the comment section. Say aye, aye, aye. I cannot wait to actually walk yadas through the process of different aspects of their life. It's been an amazing
Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth Ogunshala. I'm the founder of Brainy High Schools in the beautiful city of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. I've been in the TIP inner circle for 4 good years now, but this year 2025, interestingly, I requested to move back to level 1 because you see, it's not about how much you know, it's about how much you're willing to become through what you know. And for me, going back was a bold step forward. Before I joined the inner circle, I was already, hosting parenting workshops in my school. But I got to a point where I had run out of relatable resources to guide the parenting in my school community. I literally said a prayer. Lord, please, if you really want me to help this parent in my school, send me help, send me resources that people could relate with. And boom, I stumbled on Coach Wendy's parenting books. I must say that was the beginning of a beautiful transformation. And this transformation isn't just for the school community, it is for me as a parent. From time to time, we get our teachers to read and review Coach Wendy's books. And many parents from our school community are now members of the inner circle. Let me tell you, the impact of this is massive in our school community, trust me. From the book reviews by the teachers to our parents joining the inner circle, it's a lot easier for teachers and parents to work together. So we now have what we call shared relationships. We have shared values. We have parenting partnerships that work. It's no longer parents versus teachers. It's a beautiful relationship that exists. It's the teachers knowing the right discipline, to engage the children or the learners with. So let me tell you something. I have 3 degrees in early childhood education, from B.Ed to PhD, but I must say, even with my child psychology knowledge, parenting is not easy. Parenting is not theory. It's practice. It's daily responsibilities. It's emotional connection, emotional intelligence, emotional presence. It's showing up for your kids, making the right decisions even when you don't feel like it. And this is what Inner Circle has taught me. Inner Circle holds me accountable. It brings me back to what really matters, the home. There's a story that I'll never forget. There was an assignment we did in the inner circle, and we were asked to create these family values and family mission statement. My husband and I sat down and we redefined what should be our core values, and we got our kids to understand it. So one of them was decency in dressing. One day we were running out late. We're going for an event actually, and I hurriedly threw a dress at my girl. And she looked at me and said, "Mommy, I can't wear this." Then I said, "Why? Why not? Come on, we're late. Come on, wear it." And she said, "No, it's not decent. You taught us that. Decency is part of our family values." You see what I did? I froze, honestly. And you know what? I apologized. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have done that. But TIB taught me to do that. That parents can actually apologize to their kids when they are wrong. And inner circle reminds me to be intentional about my actions and inactions. And let's be honest, you cannot parent alone. Love is not enough. Passion is not enough. Prayers are not even enough if you are not willing to learn how to apply the wisdom. So, a lot of us, we prepare for our careers, we prepare for our weddings, our businesses, but who prepares us, for the most important job, raising the children? Think about it. So, in case you're still, thinking of joining the TIP Inner Circle, I want to welcome you. It's a journey that you will never regret. It's the inner circle where you feel like you never knew anything about parenting, because there's just a lot to learn and a lot to do, but it's going to be good for you and your kids and their future. Trust me. So I'll be looking out for you in 2026, maybe level 1, and I can as well go to level 2, but see you in 2026. Remember, parenting is about you. Bye.
Okay, so I was taking out a bit from that stream and I just, needed to conclude, but my network had a little bit of, something is wrong with it and all of that. But hey, I think that we actually have said practically everything that we need to say. And shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I couldn't join the year this year. I'm already saving for next year. It will surely not pass me, but just start now. Book your slot. Start paying as you go, because your payment must be complete before you get onboarded in the yard. That's actually the work. That's how it works. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a great pleasure being here. I know that a lot of people have dropped out because we are done. Right? So I'm just going to take my leave and then just play you the Happy New Year video. It's our New Year, even though you're not in the yard. Let's wish you Happy New Year too. All right? As we're also going. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to get your books, get the Christmas bundle. I will share details with you, as we launch it for the year. Have an amazing day, everybody. Bye.
Happy Intentional Parents Academy New Year! Welcome to 1st December 2025! You know what time it is? It's the 2026 Inner Circle year, and I am Oizamsi, the TIP, my girl. You know how we do it. I hope you are here with your energy about that, because this year we're coming with a lot of energy. Happy the Intentional Parents Academy New Year.
My name is Chinedu, and I am TIP Vibe King. I hope you bring your vibe to the academy.
My name is Ife Sinachi, and I'm the TIP Fashionista. In here, your steez must be on check. See you in the new year. Bye.
My name is Steven. I am the TIP Book Blog. Have you gotten your books? This is me wishing you a Happy New Year from the Intentional Parents Academy.
My name is Chidera, and I am the TIP Kitchen Prefect. This is where they are cooking us. You can never go hungry here. I'm wishing you a prosperous New Year.
Hello everyone, my name is Simtope. I'm the TIP Bishop. Hallelujah. Welcome to the yard, and I wish you a Happy New Year.
Invite of the TIP Police. My name is Augustine, and I'm very, very excited to welcome you to a new year in TIP Academy. See you.
And yes, because it is the Intentional Parents Academy New Year, my name is Wendy Olobi, and I'm called Africa's #1 parent coach. I'm the founder of the Intentional Parents Academy. Call me VC. You're welcome to the new year. Congratulations to all of us.
Happy the Intentional Parents Academy New Year! Welcome to 1st December 2025!
Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí gbogbo ojú tó ń wò mí, orúkọ mi tèmi Tọ́pẹ́. Èyí ni ọjọ́ kìíní nínú oṣù kejìlá ọdún 2025 tí í ṣe ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún nínú the Intentional Parents Academy. Welcome to the Intentional Parents Academy New Year.
Dito kay Komdo, ayun mero ko yang do Agustin. Moro mi di ang ko kang ni sem ko mi Agustin. Asuko kere sem mpnero a pause na fion ke December 2025. Ngko nyini bi ma mpnero Intentional Parents Academy ado bu fa iswa. So nyini right to ni mi roko mo ko ise Abupai Swami Koma Prewo. It's also
Makuni Redabo, Irasha Mivi or Examsi, Young Rayowa, Imi, the Intentional Parent Academy, Iradi, Onya Berayowa, Makuimbo, Lubocho Mata, Lubocho Hura, Ama Majo Hera, Nasiunu, no, Happy New Year, Titanebe Intentional Parents Academy. Hello everyone, my name is Chidera Mabekesi. Welcome to the Intentional Parents Academy New Year.
Barka da sabon shekara, sunana Steven daga Intentional Parents Academy, sannun ku da zuwa. I congratulate for all na day. I want to snapping you inside the yard. I also not ready.
I am very sure that you're wondering why we're wishing you a Happy New Year on the 1st of December 2025. That's why we are the Intentional Parents Academy. My name is Wendy Ole, and I'm a founder of Intentional Parents Academy. Call me VC. That will be very well right there. But you know what? 1st December is our New Year. It is because we curate our own calendar. This is why we are wishing you a happy New Year. Welcome to the Intentional Parents Academy New Year again. 2026 already begun. You want to try? Make sure that we are in the yard. See ya.
That's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go. Make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head.
Common phrases in the inner circle. Let's go.
You're coming for an inner circle webinar and you're not with your yellow blanket with red trimmings. Is that even a joke?
Oh, I'm running and I'm not looking back because 10,000 lions are chasing me. I have watched all the webinars, but today, Coach came with a bazooka.
Even with my humility agbada, I still collected.
If you're not in the ark, you better enter now because flood na bia o.
In the inner circle, we dey walk and they show.
CIP Police is coming for you. There is no need harness here.
You definitely cannot relate because you are not in the yard.
If you are not in the yard,
why not?